come back and how you're making the transition from last season?
Yeah, we had big debates about this in the writers' room. For a while, we just kept saying 3 to 6 months, and it was because I think Albert and Kristen wanted 6 months, and I wanted 3, and we kept saying 3. So it's 3. It's 3 months, and we come back in essentially because the story's gone public. We come back in with the press, and them filling us in on the first 100 days since the assassination of the president, and how the search for her assassin went. That's our into the story. And Nikita's still on her own, and then we meet the team in the context of them either looking for her or trying to find the shop to clear her name. Prove she didn't do it.
Is there any truth to the rumors that it might be presented as 3 2-hour movies?
You know, I think that at one point I was fairly certain of that. Although it wouldn't have been movies, it would be like a part 1, part 2.
Okay.
Like, they would definitely be enclosed so that they could air reruns something. Now, I'm not sure. I'm really not. I can tell you it's either going to be that or it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll see. Either way, it'll work.
Have you already envisioned how each character is going to end their story?
Pretty much. Maybe 1 or 2 that is still a little gray. Quite there.
Have any of the actors been kind of slyly pushing you like ideas like, hey, maybe I should be this, or you know, what would be really great is if so and so did this.
Yeah, you know, I think this season for the shortened thing, I haven't gotten that. We had those discussions sort of at the beginning of last season, but you know, now it's like, look, we only have 6 episodes, guys. We're just going to tell the story. I hope you like it.
They don't trust you by now.
Exactly.
How was it writing to an end with 6 episodes?
It was great because that's where we started. Because you knew it was an end, like let's not mess around. Let's figure out the last moment, and then let's figure out the moment before that, as opposed to like let's figure out the first moment. You know? Right. So we started at the end, getting back in the writers' room.
So like,
Are they going to be? I wouldn't leave people mad. I know that. So I don't think they'll be mad. I don't get the point of leaving people sad. It may not be exactly what they expect,
but at some point in these 6 episodes, doesn't there have to be a big confrontation between Nikita and Amanda?
Yeah. Otherwise, it would be. Yes, there will be.
Aaron mentioned that we might get a Burkhoff origin story. Is there any chance Percy might be involved in it?
Percy is involved in it. I don't know if he's going to be involved on screen, but yeah, there's some Burkhoff origin stuff that's new, and the only person beside Burkhoff who knew is Percy.
Are we going to see any of the other actors come back?
I'm working on it. There were some plans, and then we got into it, and I realized just exactly how much story we had to tell. We're like, wow, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, you're saying that you're working backwards from knowing where you're going a little bit, but is it kind of more freeing to be able to really concentrate everything down to a 6 episode portion?
Knowing what your parameters are is so key. Not knowing, if I was told it's 6 episodes, but the ratings are going to be a bit more, that would be like, I don't know what it is. So, I don't know what that 6 episode would be. Like, try to be, so it's so much easier. And by the way, it would have been if they were 100% on the 2, that would also be. But now they're like,
How angry is Michael and Nikita for not trusting?
I think he's angry, but now it's 3 months later. So you're going to see a guy who's had 3 months to think about it, and so it's not about I think it's happened enough times between the two of them where he's like, he's got to make up his mind to what to do. And you know, also he's got to figure out is, somebody posed a question to him early on in this season that says, because this season a lot is about identity a lot for everybody, and someone says, who are you without her? Do you even really know? And it's kind of a question that he's got to answer. I'm sure he should for himself.
Are we going to learn his last name this season?
Yeah, I mean, we know what it is. We've known what it is for quite a while. It's so funny, and it's like, it's fine. It's a good last name, you know. But the fact that like everyone, you know, really wants to know, it's sort of like.
No, but I mean, sometimes when you do something last name, then you find out that you're related to somebody.
Right, I know. It's not going to be one of those. Yeah.
So how many like kind of random propositions did you guys throw out? Anything like it ends with everybody blowing up in a plane, or it ends with Bobby coming out of the shower and it's all a dream. Like how many of those kind of things did you just like throw out?
There were really only two of them. I mean, I knew which one. I know kind of emotionally what I wanted to end with her, and so which is a very kind of quiet ending. And so I sort of want to try to see if we can build to that.
And were you able to tell all the stories you wanted to? Well, I don't know if that's a good question. Are you happy with the amount of story that you got to tell through Nikita and her family?
Yeah, I am. I mean, if we had 13 episodes, there may have been one or two more things we would have done that, like, we were talking about like last year. There's not room to do it. It would be cheesy if we tried to do it in 6. So, but they weren't like huge key things.
Okay.
But if he's still
Yeah, well, she's not here. Ask her another question, please.
I know you're planning an ending, but is there any possibility of revisiting the Nikita universe someday?
You know, obviously, there have been too many examples lately for me to say never say never. You know, I should say never say never, because there's been Arrested Development. There's crazy, you know, who knows? I've seen shows live on in different ways, so yeah, there's always a possibility.
What are you proudest about of the show?
I think, you know, one of the things I'm really proud about, some of the things that I'm proud about may not be the things that are apparent I'm proud about. Like, it's really sometimes when our crew is all working together and coming up with something that really looks good and is surprising to me, and it just came from everybody being on their game. I'll give you an example. Like in season 2, we were in a rush to figure out a story, and Nikita had to get up. It was when she thought Ryan died. She was like ascending this building to take out the Wall Street bad guy. And we had written like, she's got a grappling hook and she shoots it up, you know, like goes to the top and like, because that was the least of our worries right there. We were trying to figure out all the songs, and they were all, and the production crew was like, look, it's kind of cheesy. I don't know what if she could shoot up that many stories. And we've kind of seen that before. And they came up with this thing of Nikita taking this device that hooks into the window washers grooves in the side of the building and using a motor in it to pull herself up that groove with her foot braced on it. And it looked really cool, and it was like, it was so much cooler than just like But that's the stuff that is, you know, that's like I remember you really.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.